How to be happy? This question has led to countless articles, books and proposals to achieve happiness over time. At the same time, a division of opinions has also been created on how to achieve it and even why to achieve it. Everybody wants to be happy. And it's logical and natural. Because happiness provides very rewarding emotions that translate into our perception of life, our way of acting and our health directly. The reasons are simple. It's up to you to self-esteem, it's up to you how you relate to your environment, your level of optimism, perception, depends on you, and it's up to you to shape your dreams and illusions in life. Therefore, depending on your attitude versus life, you will be happy. In today's post I will describe the factors that determine and help people like you and me how to be happy. But first I'll detail a little more what exactly happiness is. What is happiness? When a person has the security, day after day, of being better to himself, he is increasing his personal value, bringing that value to his family, his friends and his entire environment. And he no longer wonders about his happiness, simply, because he's happy. That security automatically eliminates the fear of tomorrow. Because the peace of mind provided by the steps that are taken in the day-to-day, improving and building the life you want, provides optimism, security and tranquility around future results. When you stop thinking about the risks of what might happen tomorrow because you know what you're doing today, you're writing your future every day. You're no longer worrying about your actions yesterday and you automatically stop lamenting. That's when you focus your attention on today. You live the present, you are attentive and this gives you a very powerful sense of certainty. People who live today and now, with mindfulness, have clear purposes and direct their daily actions to these illusions. They make sense of their lives. And that essence is happiness. Live every moment with optimism, joy and security. On the other hand, it is true that how to be happy can be altered by external reasons. But remember that happiness doesn't depend on people or things, it's all in ourselves. And with this premise you will see that it is much easier to face events with serenity, tranquility and fortitude. The 8 keys to achieving happiness and personal fullness. 1. Decide to be happy. Wanting to be happy is based on a personal decision. It's a matter of personal responsibility. If you don't get dragged around, not doing what you're supposed to do, but determining what you really want to be, do and have. You must love yourself, because happiness is born within you. For this reason you must control your inner dialogue. The way people speak to themselves is the main obstacle, not only to be happy, but also to personal pride, satisfaction and the achievement of personal dreams. So, talk well, love yourself and above all, forgive yourself. Write with paper and pencil a personal statement about your decision to be happy, detail how you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to get out of life. This is the first step in how to be happy. 2. Define your purposes. From ancient philosophers to the present day, it has echoed the importance of how to find happiness. Everyone has always agreed that having purposes, goals in life to achieve happiness, personal satisfaction and fullness is decisive. They were the first to reflect on happiness and ask themselves the question how to be happy? It's nothing new. The problem lies in doing, as I have already explained in other posts. Everyone believes they have goals and very few achieve them. The reason is simple, they do not devote time to the development or planning of their actions in order to achieve them. So, they don't get them and they feel bad about it. And, over time, they acquire an attitude of complacency. It's also a personal decision, it's not up to the outside, it's up to you, you decide. Living with purposes, with goals, with dreams, makes us project ourselves with energy and enthusiasm towards the future. 3. Be grateful. Being grateful is a very powerful habit, because it allows you to enjoy everyday small things that if you do not appreciate, you will give them for obvious and, therefore, you will not enjoy them with the same enthusiasm. Every day countless good things happen to us, but it is difficult for us to give them importance and logically, we do not appreciate them. It is much easier for us to go around and turn those not so good things that have happened to us, often coming to deform them and turn what was a small problem into a problem, which makes it very difficult how to undertake your solution and decide correctly what is the best way. A good way to forge the attitude of gratitude is to write down 2 or 3 good things that have happened to you in a notebook every day. It may cost you the first few days, but as you do so it will be very easy for you. 4. Social relations. Refocusing how you relate to your environment plays an important role in the goal. How to be happy? Surrounding yourself with optimistic, grateful or enthusiastic people has a contagion effect on people, because the energy that is transmitted gives us well-being and happiness. You must choose who will be by your side, because social influence, whether positive or negative, spreads and can be a great help or a big obstacle. Think of that professional friend or partner who every time you're together is angry about this or that. When it's not because of a problem at work, it's with friends. When not, it's because of an interview or news you read in the paper, but for what they say on TV, or whatever. He always has a reason to complain, judge, encourage one's own fear of the future, and ultimately, he is mad with the world. How do you feel after you're with him? Surely also at the world, right? We all have a similar example, so we are all certain that defining one's environment is a great step towards happiness. 5. Physical activity. Another great tip to be happy is to play sport. Any type of sport causes your body to naturally create endorphins. These are hormones that produce pleasure and are a natural painkiller. At first, this sports thing is tired. But, with regularity, you'll gain a fantastic habit that will allow you to reactivate your mind through endorphin segregation. And it will improve your attitude, your ability to generate energy, and on top, also your fitness. As you can see, it's all good reasons. Within this section I also include the control of breathing and meditation. For both, they provide the control and serenity necessary to undertake any obstacle that may appear in your day-to-day, in a coherent and resolute way, without losing control and security in the path you have chosen, that of being happy and achieving your illusions. 6. Self-motivate. As we saw in the article, The 7 Pillars of Personal Motivation, this is the engine of a happy person. I recommend you read it. In it I describe the factors involved in personal motivation. And you'll see that there are many parallels with achieving happiness permanently. 7. Smile. Something so simple and at the same time so complicated as a very good wrapping in all aspects related to the road to get happy. Practice it daily. If you visualize your goals with optimism, it will be impossible not to smile. If you develop your goals next to their action plan to achieve them, you do sports, write your personal statement to achieve happiness, you give thanks for your achievements every day and surround yourself with positive people, you will realize that it is impossible to erase that smile from your lips. Starting to smile is easy, and what to avoid is that your own thoughts underestimate everything you've read and prevent you from starting and smiling as well. 8. And finally, the most important, the one that without working on it, will all be simply in a pleasant or entertaining reading. You must acquire the habits for each of the points I have described. If you acquire the habit of each of the factors of how to be happy, you will be able to carry out everything described automatically, and without realizing it, you will become a person of success, happy, who lives according to his principles and who achieves his dreams. How to be happy? You should no longer ask yourself this question. You should be anxious to pick up paper and pencil and start forging these habits I've described. You may think it's one more item, and you're entitled to do it. But reality and my experience tell me that they are not only words, they are facts that in a very easy way you can check. Just do it and then you tell me how it went. Once I was told, with great success, that as much as they explained to me the taste of caviar, by much detail, adjectives and comparative with other foods, the easiest and most accurate way to check for oneself its flavor was much simpler, as easy as taking a teaspoon and try it. This is the same thing, you don't have to believe me, just put it into practice. Do you want to learn how to be happy? Then, follow the instructions in the article and complete them with other articles I refer to. And you'll realize it works.